Okay. I'm gonna be doing my bookshelf tour because I want to do this before I leave for Japan. And plus, I'm thinking about getting rid of some books. So I figured I should do this real quick before all those things happen. So let's get into it. My shelves are kind of unorganized, a little dirty, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, ignore any sounds in the background or me stepping all over my bed. But the only form of organization that I have is the fact that, you know, it's fantasy books. So, like, that's pretty much all I can give you. It's just some fantasy books. And I think they're gorgeous. Like, though I do have a problem, I feel like I should probably get rid of some and not buy as many as I do. Now here is my Sarah J Maas shelf. Of course, we got the OGs. These are stunning. Like, I hope this isn't too loud. Okay. And then we have these beautiful Asian fantasy-inspired books, which will lead into Cassie Broadbent? Carissa Broadbent. Oh my gosh. We got some dinosaur books, of course, and then J. Kristoff. Then back to Asian inspired fantasies. And of course, we have these beautiful dragon books with Fourth Wing. I'll insert a clip for what is behind the book. I have my camera. We got The Flame King's Captive, and then Legion, Soldier, Rogue, and then the first book is behind there. And then we have not Carissa, gosh, Cassie Clare. And then down here in the deep dark depths, where light doesn't shine. Oh, I'm surprised. I thought I got rid of all my George R. R. Martin books. I guess I still have them. And of course I have another Caraval series. I've been thinking about low-key getting rid of them though. Then here we have a few of Cassie Clare's books. And then here we have this beautiful series that I have not read yet. And then, of course, behind Aragon is the rest of the series. Okay, so up here we have like kind of witch books. Of course, it's harder to see. I have an envelope in the way. Sorry, not sorry. And then the books up top. Okay, we're gonna go down to the next shelf. This is more fantasy. More fantasy, and of course, I got some on top that are blocked partially by the shelves. Oh, and then that's the temperature of my room and the humidity, because I'm trying to keep track of that. Okay. More. And then we're gonna go down. Oh, and if you can see, I got the OG edition of Siege and Storm with Iona. And then we got a lot of C books. So, ignore the karma. Coming back up here, we have comics and graphic novels being blocked by my beautiful dragons from Game of Thrones. Now, as I said, it is a mess, so I do have these 4 books just chilling here because I do not have a home for them, but I'm going to move them real quick. Okay. We have a cute little rose light. I wonder if it still works. It's been a minute since I've turned it on. Oh, it does! How cute! Okay, we're gonna put that away. Alright, so here we have more, this is my manhwa area with some tarot cards and some, stickers, and we got Tay. As I said, not the most organized, but yeah, it is what it is. And we're gonna go down here. This is my Yuri section, pretty much, with some yaoi. Also very cluttered. Got a bookmark. So yeah, very cluttered. I apologize, but not really. Jimin, stay up. Okay. And then we do have some Yuri up top with cats. Then we're gonna go down. So this one is double stacked. We got a lot of Sublime up front with a few strays. But let me take at least this down and this one. Okay. Now we got here more Sublime in the back with some Taro and then Tokyo Pop. That's also yaoi, or majority of it is yaoi. And then you can't see it, but back here we have some more yaoi. And down here, it's like kind of random. I literally can't explain. One of my favorite series, but I think I stopped somewhere around here because I wanted to complete the whole entire series, and then I want to reread it and then read the rest. And I think there's like one more volume for that. Alright, and now let's look behind this area. Servamp, volumes 1 through 13. Then we got Vampire Knight, volumes 1 through 17. Then we got the disc for season 1 and season 2. And then behind here, we have we have Blackbirds, volume 1 through 15. Vampire Knight Memories, volume 2. And, Vampire Knight Japanese edition of volume 4 that my friend bought me when he was in Japan. So that's very nice, cool, neato. Down here we have Tokyo Ghoul Re volume 1 through 6, and then we have I think Tokyo Ghoul volumes 2 through 11. Then I got Beastars 1 and 2. And I have the novel editions of Tokyo Ghoul, which I have not read these, but I have read all this. Spy Family, Yakuza Lover, Blue Exorcist, Androgynous Boyfriend, Dinosaur, Sanctuary, Outbride, which I'm thinking about getting rid of, Villains of the Demon Knight, 100, Winter Magicians, Pupil Smiles. This one's kind of morbid. And then, of course, Death Note. Then we have 3 Japanese versions of Sword Art Online, Tokyo Ghoul, and Attack on Titan. Then we have Wolf's Rain, which is one of my favorite animes, and The Earl and the Fairy. And then we got, some junk. Now we're going to go into the back. I'm not going to completely show it, but we have some Bleach volumes back there. Bleach continues there. And then we got Naruto, Fairy Tail, Anime +1. And these are, it's a little dusty, these are sitting on top of Funko Pop cases. Let's move this out of the way. And then we got Black Butler, and then Not Your Idol. Okay, and now here we have it's a work in progress. This is mine. Pretty much vampires, strictly speaking, besides this. This, I don't think it's a vampire setting, by Ruby Rowe. But, yeah. Of course, we got some Twilight. We got the special editions. I love that. Okay, now we're gonna go down to the next vampire section. I know I'm blocking the light. We got Blood Moon, which that's more werewolves, if I am aware. Vampire Academy, and then we go to the transition of like angel stuff, which connects to the side, but I had nowhere else to put it. So this is Angel Fall, World After, and End of Days by Susan E. Then we have our werewolf section. And of course, I am a double stacker, so there are books behind this. Nightshade, Wolfsbane, Blood, Rose, Rift Rise, and Snake Root. All by Andrea Kremer. Down to the angel books that we have, plus Watch Me. There's some angel books, and honestly, I'm not sure. Is there books behind? There's not. Yay. So I don't have to take that all out. Ow. Sorry, this is like a tight spot. Then we have our like sci-fi / end of the world scenario going on. We have the end of the world stuff, mostly Mira Grant, one of my favorite horror authors, but that's her like pseudonym name. I think that's what it's called. So it's a false name. Okay, and then behind we have gosh, what's her name? Something Meyer. Fudge. I forgot. It's the Luna Chronicle series by, let's see. Oh, Marissa Meyer. And then we have H2O by Virginia Bergens and Zoo by James Patterson. Now, this is where it gets really messy. I have a lot of K-pop stuff down here because I just don't have room for my K-pop items. Sorry, this is the core to my my thing. Anyway, so I'm gonna put him down. Put some of these photo cards. Oh crap, things are falling. Okay. Wow, I do have a lot of stuff down here. Okay. So we have Stars Never Rise, and then we have the Flawed books, more Marissa Meyer. And then I have this series, I forgot what it's called, In the Dream Ring series. And then more sci-fi. Then we got some more sci-fi back here. And I am pretty sure there are books back there. It's just, this is like a tight, cramped corner, and I'll not be able to get through it. I mean, there is stuff down on the bottom shelf, but this is stuff that I, like, that is stuff that, I didn't want books to be down there in case, you know, with all the dust and etc. So, yeah. And then I have these books that are holding up my light. Okay, hold on, give me 1 second. And they go down here to Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. And they're all held up to support my only light in my room. Because I have like no room on my shelves, as you can see. Now, real quick, if you are not a fan of Harry Potter, I recommend you look away and not like watch this part. Alright, so it is very dirty with all the junk. As I said, I don't want to organize. We got the illustrated editions, some wands and knickknacks. Everything I have on here is literally have been gifted to me. Besides these like alternate covers, I bought those, and they're all completed, looking gorgeous. And then I have some cookbooks and character compendium and spell book, and then the Ravenclaw editions, and then illustrated. And this is, I don't know how much it would cost, and it's Dusty. She's Dusty Crusty, but this was bought a long time ago, so she's probably like a collector's item. And my Ravenclaw thing broke, so she's just chilling in my Starbucks Year of the Dragon cup. So yeah. And now we're going to go to my other bookshelf. Oh, real quick. So these books have no homes. I've been setting them on my desk forever, and here they are. Alright, so we got some Asian fantasy. Oh, so this isn't. Neither is that. But the rest, yes. So yeah. They don't have a home, and that's where they are. I just remembered that there's some books in the treasure chest. Maybe that's gosh, I don't know. Maybe I'll show it to you. Okay, so here is the other bookshelf. Okay, so this is the other bookshelf. Keep in mind, it is kind of piled up at the bottom with random stuff. This is where the books at the bottom that are piled. These are books I'm trying to get rid of, and then that's just toilet paper because we, make sure we're stocked. Anyway, here are some of the books on this. Oh, so here is the iron editions. Very old. I don't think they sell them anymore, and they're really old, and so like they're very, yeah, all these books are pretty much what I'm keeping away from my collection because they're old and they're spotted, and yeah. And then we have some editions here. So we're gonna start at the bottom. As I said, these are books I'm trying to get rid of. Though I'm not sure if I want to get rid of this still because I think I read one of her other books besides this one, and I didn't like it, and I did enjoy this. I was just gonna get rid of it because I don't think I was gonna read it again, but I don't know. Here we have more books I plan on getting rid of. I just need to sell them. And then we got Linger and Shiver Me. Here we have, okay, hi. Here we mainly have, horror books and stuff. Oh gosh, Loki. So, I think I'm trying to get rid of this. Okay, Loki. I think I'm trying to get, okay. Loki, do not claw the book. Trying to get rid of some of this one, I think, because I don't think I'm going to reread it. I did enjoy it, but I don't think I'm going to reread it. And then we got some of this. I read this one recently. It was pretty good. This is not horror. I just had nowhere else to put it. Story of my life. Okay. We're going to take this book. And this. We'll just take these books. Okay, so this is what's behind all those books. We got some Nancy Drew. Courtney Summers, one of my favorite authors. Kim Savage. Ooh, Stephanie Perkins. And yeah. Let's put those back. And then behind these books, we got Kelly Armstrong, Scott McGinnis, one of my other favorite horror authors, Diana Urban, and got Grimm, which are like fairy tales of the Grimm fairy tales written by authors, the Merciless series. Then we're going to push these aside. Then we got Dead Girl Society, The Wicker King, and The House of Leaves. And then we have these beautiful books right here. We have up here Danmei, yes, Danmei books, and then we got some standees. Don't mind the hissing, that is my cat. She doesn't like her son. We got some knickknacks, and then some sapphic and gay books. And up here, once more, we got a little temperature thing. It's actually starting to get a little hot in here, so I'll probably turn on the fan. And then we got some Cassie McQuisite. Oh, this is mainly my sapphic books. One of my favorite authors. I love her. She has a pseudonym. I think this is her real name. This is her pseudonym. I think. Oh gosh, I could be so wrong. Then one of my favorite series, The Foxhole Court. Stars Collide. I'm actually really excited to read that. My favorite author again with her books up here. And then we got Sarah Rush with The Nightmare Before Christmas and Go Luck Yourself. Then Emma Albin, one of my other favorite series, though I only recommend it if you are okay with a lot of trigger warnings. Hot Summer, The Devil She Knows, and of course this is also the Foxhole Court series. Amila, If Only. And then up here we have our regular like romance novels. Very cute, very pretty. Oh, and there goes the cat growling. And then we got my Asian, like this section is pretty much my Asian romance. Because I am a sucker for like K-dramas, C-dramas, etc. But yeah, so cool. I think probably my favorite is this one, XOXO. I am excited. I'm looking forward to reading ASAP, but I haven't gotten around to it. This is a cute little novella that belongs to this book, should be. And actually, a lot of these books up here, I have met these authors. So yeah, Maringo. She was like in the early days of me getting into Asian reads, like books and authors. Maringo was a good one to get into. And I got a cute little candle. And then we have like more light kind of romance. I mean, granted, obviously these have smut in them because it's Emily Henry, but they just look so pretty up here with the rest. They're so colorful spines. Of course, I have these up here. Very pretty. And then we got some poem books. And then down here we got one of my favorite authors, K.L. Walter. She's one of my favorites. And then we're going to go all the way up top. These are kind of just random. I actually am planning on getting rid of Soulmates in Heart and Soul. Because there's a trope in there that I'm not a fan of. But also, I don't think I'm going to continue to read it. And then we got some Marie Lu going on in this corner. And now for a section I don't look forward to getting into. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ignore the mess to the side. So, I'm going to go into this quarter. These books I am getting rid of right here that are stacked. Because they're extras or I don't need them. And yes, I know I have a lot of Fourth Wing, like Rebecca Yarros books. Don't look at me. And I do plan on getting rid of this SCP if anyone is willing to buy it for the amount pretty much I bought it for. Now these stacked books right here, I am not getting rid of. I just don't have space to put them anywhere. Then I have manga here that I'm planning to get rid of. That's Escape Journey series. And then we have these two. And then this one. And I do plan on getting rid of that too. That's the Raven Boys. It's signed. And I don't know what that one is down there. So in this corner, we have some retellings. These books I am not getting rid of. And then more books I am not getting rid of in this corner. Now, I do have a chest with books in it. Those are my Warrior Cat books. So give me a moment to get them all out. Or, I don't know. You know what? I'm going to put on, see if I could do it on the side of my screen, a screen recording of all the Warrior Cat books I own because I really don't want to open up that chest. I just don't want to do that. Okay, so while I am not doing the screen recording because I'm editing through, the camera's app, I will do this real quick. So these are, okay. Aaron Hunter. Okay. So besides this one, these are pretty much all that is in that box. And I have read some of these, I just haven't marked it as read yet. But yeah, these are all the Warrior Cat books that I own that are most likely in that chest / in that pileup of Warrior books. Quite a lot. Still going. And then real quick, these are also in there. These are in there as well. And I did forget one book, and that is Playing for Keeps. I had this out because I took a photo of it. And I do have the Quicksilver Lilac Library book that's in my freezer, but I'm not going to go out and get it. So, yeah, these are the books. Well, here's one Warrior Cat book that I have. But I am going to put this one aside. Now, sadly, I do have some more Warrior Cat books, but I plan on getting rid of those because they are just not in great condition anymore, and I'm just going to sell them or donate. Some of them aren't in the greatest condition, so I will like donate them to like a free library or something. Isn't that right, Logie? So here are some books I plan on getting rid of. It's on this guest spare bed. So yeah, these are books I do plan on getting rid of. Like, they're off my collection. To me, they're like, they don't exist. I just am trying to sell these. Oh, Romeo. So here we have Book of Night, Holly Black, Even the Darkest Stars, Blood Witch, because I accidentally bought this without realizing that is addressed to someone named Katie. And ignore my cat. So yeah, just books that I am planning on sell that I don't need anymore. Some of these are special editions and signed. But yeah, more books. And then these are books that they're my OG editions. They look in so big. Hi. They're in a really rough shape. So yeah, like these, I've owned these forever. Like, these were my Twilight editions have been with me since the very beginning of my reading journey. So I'm like conflicted on what to do with them because I really don't want to get rid of these. So I'm thinking about just putting them in a separate area where they're not in contact with anything. And then honestly, I need to sell these though because I have too many Twilight editions and I really don't need these. Besides that, excluding that. And then these I'm thinking of selling. So that is like the majority, if not all, the books that I own. I know I didn't show like a few comics and ones I plan on getting rid of, but I'm going to buy newer editions of. They're called the Strange Angel series. But essentially, that is my whole entire bookshelf collection. And that would be 1,600. No. I think it is 1,600 something. Wow. Yeah, that'd be 1,600 books. Kind of crazy that I own that many. But that is something I kind of want to fix. I want to get rid of some more books. And yeah. So I figured I would do this bookshelf tour to show essentially where my collection is at, and maybe by the end of the year or in the beginning of next year, there will be an updated version of this bookshelf tour to show where my collection is next. I have read the majority of these books. I've read 1,000 and something. So like 500, I think it was 1,100 I've read out of my whole entire collection, because a lot of these, as you see, are multiple editions. So I do count that into the perspective of like, this is what I read. So yeah, it's a lot of books. I love my books. I truly do. I'm in a state of where I just own so many damn books and I do not have the room to keep hold of them. And with summer around the corner and our AC down and not fixed, I am kind of hesitant with the whole moisture that we get in my state, because our humidity levels very, very high. So I am concerned about the moisture, and obviously the less books that can be damaged, the happier I'll be with our AC down. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, I am gonna try to cull a lot of these books. We will see. Anyway, but thank you for watching this hopefully very short bookshelf tour, and I will see you in the next video, whenever that will be. This is on my new camera, by the way. As you can see, I am using this mic. Hopefully I'm using this correctly. Like, can you hear me? What about now?